guys, this is your DIY wreath kit tutorial. So if you have bought one of these, if you've received a box or if you've just bought your box of your wreath, this is what we're making today. This is an enlarged version, but lots of people commenting about it, so I decided to do a mini version. And so that's what you've bought today, and that's what you should have in front of you. Well, not this yet, but you will have in your box a bunch of dried blooms that's going to make up our wreath. You should also have this little bobbin of wired twine, and then you've got your straw base wreath. So, and then scissors. I've got scissors, but hopefully you've got some of these at home. The dried stems, none of them are particularly thick, so any kind of sharp-ish scissors should do the job. So to start with, you're just going to take out your bunch of dried blooms, and we're going to start with our wired twine. I'm just going to unwind it a little bit. Try and keep the wire as close to this bobbin as you can, just so you don't get it all twisted and knotted up as you go round. Just give it a good, I'm going to go round my ring just to start with, and then pinch the two bits together and just twist so that your wire is securely attached to your ring. Give it a good little yank, make sure it is on nice and secure. And we don't want to cut this wire until right at the end of the of making our wreath. So there we have it, should be nice and secure on there. And we're going to start, basically, this is made up of lots of individual posies that go all the way around. So it depends how you might like to do it. Sometimes I like to make my posies up first and then attach them, or you might just want to make them up individually as you go along. So I'm going to give you an example of one sort of size posy, and then you can go from there. So with you should have lots of these little pieces of the pampas, and lots of individual pieces can make up one little fluffy stem here. Give it a good little shake, because there are ends of the pampas that will come away. Then we're just going to layer up the other blooms. So as we do that, I want you to almost make a like a little posy out of all of your stems. You don't have to put all of them in each posy, but just giving you an example here. So you want it to taper in at the bottom, so nice and small at the bottom, and then it kind of fans out either side. And then with that, you want to cut it down, just so you haven't got much of an end, it's nice and short. And then that's your first posy, and we're going to lay it on top of your ring, and use your wire to just take it around. I go around twice, just so it's nice and secure. I'm lying it directly on top of the straw wreath. Then I'm simply going to do that again and again and again. So again, you're using enough. With this, you've got some white ruscus. This is ruscus leaf here. So instead of just putting that whole bit on, these individual, so for there, you've got 3 pieces there that I'm just cutting at the base, so I can disregard that, put that away. And I'm cleaning off the end of the stem, which is there, and I'm letting that one just sit again as my little V shape. I'm going to cut the ends off so I haven't got loads of extra bits to play with. And then again, I'm going to wind it around. Lovely. So I put 2 on here, as you can see. and that's going to go all the way around now. But you may see that there's a little gap. Let me just show you. There's a little gap just on the inside where I can see a little bit of the straw. Now, to prevent that from happening, I just want you to be able to place your small posies just to cover. So I might use like some of that Pampers to cover the inside of this straw. Can you see that? Just so that it doesn't matter really if you see the straw, but I'm just trying to do it so that it looks nice and full when it goes up on your wall or on your door. So there we have it. So you've got 3 hoses there. I'm just going to crack on and make the rest, and then show you how we finish it off at the end. Once we've gotten to the end, now's the time that you can cut your wire and just chop it nice and short. So you've got it there. And then with the end, all you want to do really is, because it's wired twine, you don't really need to do any knots. You can just feed it through one of the wires that that has already been bound around, and you just want to wrap it around just a couple of times. It'll be already nice and secure because you've gone around so many times. I literally take it through maybe twice underneath one of those existing wires. Give it a good little yank and then stick it back into, poke it into the straw just so you don't have any sharp edges around. And there you have your finished wreath. So just to let you know, guys, that this is I would say primarily an indoor wreath. Not that it can't go outside, it absolutely can, but just with the Pampers, you know, if it gets wet, it may just look a little bit soggy and sad. But you know, it will dry and that sort of thing, so don't worry if not. Definitely, if you want to keep it, like as I say, this is an everlasting wreath, so when I say that, I mean like years, maybe not forever, but years and years and years to come. It's something that you can get back out again, like maybe next Christmas, or even all year round. I don't think it's particularly Christmassy, to be honest, but so yeah, if you definitely want it to last you, then I would say definitely keep this an indoor, so like above your mantelpiece or in the hallway or somewhere like that, where you're going to be able to take it down, it's not getting wet by the elements, so that it means you can bring it out again next year or have it up for as long as you like. Just to be aware as well, with the Pampers, I've given mine a little shake anyway. If you do want to, and you may have heard people hairspraying their Pampers just so it doesn't fluff everywhere, you can give that a go. I don't particularly, but what I prefer to do is just put it in an area that is not got that much through traffic, if that makes sense. So for example, if it is going in your hallway and people are like taking off their coats and you know, and they're brushing up against it, then that's just going to be the thing that will maybe let some of these little pieces kind of fly off. So if it's somewhere that, you know, is up high, somewhere that doesn't have much traffic, which is going to knock it a lot, then it will honestly stay looking as fresh and beautiful and full for a lot longer. So yeah, there we go, guys. I hope you have fun making it. Get yourself a glass of Prosecco or mulled wine or whatever floats your boat, and just have fun and create something beautiful whilst enjoying this time. So love. Thank you again for purchasing one of these, and do let me see your finished creations at the end if you can. Okay, Merry Christmas, guys. Bye.